So today's project, as you might have seen in the last picture, is to change over some of our radiator valves for thermostatic valves, which then means we could put the Tado valves on them, which means we could control it intelligently from our phones, because that's the cool thing to do now, and it'll help us loads. I think I've got everything ready, following some YouTube tutorial videos and talking with my dad and past experience. So I found the outlet water valve thing from the system. It's down here. I've attached a hose to it. I'm going to have to stay here and watch it because I haven't got a Jubilee clip, I've realised. I've turned off the boiler, cut off power to that. So I think I'm good to go. I've got all the tools here ready to go. And then later on we're going for a walk while the cleaner's here to go and get some extra bits that we need. But I don't need those immediately, so keep an eye out, we'll see what happens.
Oh, I can hear water going. That's funny, I forgot to get towels. Alright, I've got a towel now, so I'm going to go for it and let water go everywhere, probably. It's supposed to go down the pipe, not onto the floor. There it is, drizzling out the pipe.
So that's now most of the water out of the system, I think. So now I'm going to start letting air into the system by opening all the bleed valves.
Oh no, it's still going. Oh. Well, I'm going to start opening some of the bleed valves. So, oh, it stopped again. There we go.
To let some air in so that it comes out. But I'm not going to be able to show you that because I need two hands, because I need one hand to hold a towel and the other to undo the valve. So this is the valve. See the little hole at the top? I don't have a bleed valve key, so I'm just going to use this to do all the radiators to like fully flush it out. So I've just gone around and opened all the bleed valves. It seems really odd to be letting air into the heating system when obviously normally we try and get it out. So that's all coming out. I'm just giving it a bit of time just to make sure it's drained as much as it can. And then I start taking the valve off, the current valve off, and that'll probably be where it gets a little bit messy.
So it sounds like it's kind of drained fully. I've given it a bit of time. And I've checked there's no water coming from anywhere else. So I think I might kind of bite the bullet and give it a go, see if I can take this valve off. So I've got it to this point where this is like off. I don't know if I want to pull this away because that's where it's all going to go terribly wrong if it's going to go wrong. We'll see. Well, you probably won't because I can't hold the camera and do that at the same time, so you'll just see the aftermath.
So just to fill people in, because I've started getting messages about it, there was still quite a lot of water left in the system, and probably still is. I'm still emptying it, but I'm having to do it slowly because I don't want water everywhere. So I've got this little jug and it fits just under here. So when I undo this, the water drips into jug, and then I empty the jug into here, and I've emptied this a couple of times now. But obviously when I'm not got the jug there, I just do it back up again and it stops. Clever guy, I'm resourceful like that. However, what I have managed to do is take this out. I need to take this out anyway because I need to put some stuff in the radiator to like. But I think we're doing all right so far. So, as you probably guessed, hit a little bump in the road. But I think we've got around it. We did go out for a walk while the cleaner was here, so that's been part of the time where there's been a gap. But the other thing was that the valves that I bought were too small. for the radiator connection, so I've had to pop out to screw fix while we were out, so it's not an extra trip really, and just get some adapters to make it fit basically, which it will do fine. I just now need to put them on, though I do have some help at the moment. Luna's been very helpful, passing me the spanners and the PTFE tape. She's doing a wonderful job, aren't you? Look, you're going to get the spanner that you've just thrown over there. So I think I've done one now. I think I've got the valve on. The only thing is that I need to do another 3 really before I check whether it leaks or not, because I don't want to refill the system to check 1 and then have to empty the system, do the other 3. I'd rather just do all 3, find out they all leak, and then empty the system and go all the way back, start again, rather than doing 1. It'd be fine, and then have to empty the system and then refill it. Yeah, I just feel like this would be a quicker way of doing it all in one swoop. So I'm going to go do those now. I'm probably not going to show you every single one, I'm just going to show you the end result, I think. Maybe, if I do that. But for now, I've got one on. Look, check it out, if I could turn the camera around. That's it, it's on. Now I've just got to put the bit on top, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'll do that in a bit. Bye. Okay, so I've got all the valves on the radiators. You can see this one. Ta-da! So now I've closed all of them up. Oh. I've closed all, sorry, your low battery thing popped up. So I've closed all of them up, turned the power back onto the boiler. Obviously, it has no pressure, so it's not doing anything. So I'm about to turn it on, the filling loop, to make sure there aren't any leaks. See how this goes. So most of the videos I watch recommend getting about half a bar of pressure into it and then going around checking there aren't any leaks before fully filling it, because I was just fully full and there's a leak, it's not going to go well, is it? So just to update you all, there were a few leaks that we have since fixed. There were some issues we had to overcome, which I have done. I might tell you what they are later, but it's hard to tell you without now having the items in my hand. That's right, Luna, we have a little bubble, because the items are now attached to the radiator. But we believe it is fixed. I've turned the heating back on, we've brought it up to pressure, we've bled the radiators, so we should be getting heating soon. However, we're just going to stop and have a dinner, and hopefully then the radiators will have heated up and we'll know that everything's all good. This Kate's bringing in dinner. Hello! So, I've got one valve on so far, and I wanted to do a quick video to show you how easy it is to put a Tado valve on. Not that I'm sponsored or anything, but if you've got thermostatic radiator valves already, which most places do, we just got unlucky with this one. It's fairly straightforward. Let me just, so I've got Kez's phone, because you have to have a phone, and obviously I'm filming with my phone, so I can't do it. Right, so I've got Kez's phone. I'm logged into the Tado app, and then you just go to settings, rooms and devices, and then you go add device. Lo and behold, we are adding a device. Add device. So I've gone select devices, and then it comes up with a list of devices that you can select from. So I'm going to select the smart radiator thermostat, which is here, the smart radiator thermostat, not a less smart one here. Smart radiator thermostat. It's got like pictures on the phone, so you can, it shows you really clearly what you've got to do. So it says please register your Tado smart radiator thermostat, and then it shows the information they need, which is here. Nice little QR code, very neat. Start registering. Tado would like to access your camera. Okay. Flipping out. It's like this, I don't know if you can see it. It's like a tiny blur in the bottom of the corner, and it's managed to find it. Register. That's registering. Now please remove the mounting bracket of the smart radiator thermostat, which I'm going to try and do under my arm because I haven't got two. So I've got the mounting bracket off. So that's just the thermostat. And that is the mounting bracket. Remove the battery strip to activate the device. They put a little strip in it so you can't, it doesn't weigh the battery down while it's in well, it's probably on a shelf. There we go, just pull that one out. Ta-da! And then it starts lighting up, I think, normally. Right, yeah, there you go, it says hi. Hi! Right, so that's done. Next, press the button for 3 seconds to start pairing. 1, 2, 3. Right, and then it'll start trying to pair, and then on the app, it shows when it's paired down the bottom. It comes up with a little green tick because it's all connected to the Wi-Fi and the bridge. So I'm going to let that pair, then I'll come back to you. Alright. Okay, so it's successfully paired to the server. So I'm going to go next. Device is ready for mounting. That's good to hear, isn't it? Alright, next. Remove the existing radiator valve head. Now I've already unscrewed it, so just for this video I can go, woo, there we go. Nobody needs that anymore. Right, next. Screw the mounting bracket onto the valve. You may need an adapter. We don't, because we bought ones that mean we don't need to. After all that hassle, last thing I want to be doing is putting an adapter on. The hassle of installing the valves, not Tado. Tado's well easy. Banging, mate. Right. There we go. That's on. Oh no, I realised I've got an issue here. I can't screw it tight enough onto these valves to get the mounting bracket. So I'm trying to do this differently. So I have to, because I can't screw this bottom bit onto our valves enough because of that to get it to sit tight. It just spins. I have to clip it on and then screw it on really quickly so that it can calibrate properly. Ready? Here we go. That goes onto there. Pops in. Turn it. So it clips. And then screw it on quickly before it starts calibrating, which it is doing, and you can probably see it calibrating. It's on. I think it's calibrated. It's gone up and down a few times. Had a little wiggle. So let's move on. So next, done that bit. Put the smart radiator onto this device has been so it shows a little whirly thing on the app until it's successfully mounted, so it's calibrated. It's good. Go next. It's calibrated. So now select the room where it is. This one is in our bedroom. Save. Done. There you go. Done. Finished. That for smart radiator thermostat. Making more noises. I did just want to show you this because I think it's quite cool. But watch it. When I turn the temperature up or down on it, on the phone, obviously. So I'm just going to set it off. It goes all the way down. Whee! Off. It does that when it goes up as well, and it does that on the main thermostat as well, which is in the hallway, which we can see from our bedroom. So if it's in the middle of the night and the temperature changes, you just see this like number going up and down. It's quite funny, but I like it. It looks cool. Okay, so I'll give you a quick rundown on some of the hiccups we ran into. So the first one is this is one of the old valves. The new valves I bought, the thermostatic valves, this bit was 1/2 inch. This one is 3/4 of an inch. So the bottom of the radiator is 3/4 of an inch. The new radiator valves were 1/2 inch. So something's going to go wrong there. So I had to buy an adapter to make the new valves 1/2 inch. And then that meant that there was a little lip at the top and it got caught on the valve, so I had to hacksaw away a little bit of the thread This is getting this is way too complicated. It shouldn't have been this complicated. I should just have bought valves that was the right size, but they're a lot more expensive. So, but I made it work. There's no leaks, so they're all fine, basically. Okay, so the next part is probably really embarrassing, but I'm down here and I'm going to show you it. Basically, I turned the boiler on. You remember the video where I first started refilling the loop of water? The pressure wasn't going up on the boiler, so I stopped it. I was like, something's going wrong. Come over to this radiator in the kitchen where I've got towels around the bottom, remember? And I realised I'd left this open. This is the tap to drain the system, and I'd left it open. It was just pouring water out into the towel. Which is quite embarrassing. So I started like frantically trying to tighten it up, and then I get a knock at the back door, which is just here. A knock at the back door. Right? There's a knock at the back door, and it's our downstairs neighbour going, "I've got water pouring in my kitchen." I was like, "No, I'm trying to do it up now." It was alright, she was fine, she managed to dry up. It was like tons of water, but there was enough that it went through the floor into her kitchen, because I forgot to close the cistern drain. It was right, rather silly, but oh well, it's all on now, it's all working, I've got it all scheduled, so we're going to have a nice warm bedroom in the night, and then the rest of the house will go off, and then during the day we'll just have a nice warm lounge and hallway, and then have the kitchen on when we want it. It'd be brilliant.